Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart PH here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shout out to all the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, let's talk about SeedIn. So, SeedIn was founded noong 2017. So, sabi nila, they are one of Asia's largest debt-based crowdfunding finance platform with over 200 million US dollars funded to businesses. It is also the Philippines' first crowd lending platform for entrepreneurs and SMEs. Yung SMEs are small and medium-sized enterprises, or pwede mong isama or maglagay ng panibagong M or additional M sa simula para maging MSME. So, magiging micro lang yan. Micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. So, ito yung kanilang dashboard way back then. Nakuha ko lang tong picture na to sa Google. And previously, actually, nakita rin kasi ako ng mga posts sa ibang mga content creators sa YouTube na nire-review itong SeedIn as a platform. As you know, investing opportunity din para sa iba. Kung mag-alternative ito. So, maganda rin naman yung yield nila before. And I was attracted to it but I never actually got into investing dito sa SeedIn. Then dito sa blog ni Kuripot Pinoy, makita nyo dito yung review niya. And kumbaga comprehensive review on what is SeedIn, kung licensed ba sila sa SEC, and kung paano gamitin yung platform, paano mag-top up, and paano mag-invest. So, this was back in October 18, 2020. So, maganda yung review dito ni Kuripot Pinoy. Pinakita niya dito na nakikita sa database ng SEC itong SeedIn. So, legitimate business itong SeedIn. Tapos makita nyo dito, yung mga pictures dito, pwede makapag-login kayo dito and makapag-register. Then makita nyo yung dashboard. Ito yung pinakita ko sa inyo earlier. And then, ito yung part kung na pwede kayong mag-top up. And then, paano mag-invest, paano mag-subscribe sa isang project, paano mag-fund ng isang project. And then, ayan, makita nyo dito yung calculation din. Yung repayment date, kung kailan yung next payout, and kung ano yung gross return nyo per annum or per year. And makita nyo rin dito yung maturity ng inyong investment. So, yun lang yung summary basically. And ito yung mga videos, mga top results sa YouTube. Makita nyo dito yung isang interview a year ago lang ni Edison Chai. Siya yung president ng SeedIn Technology. Then si Zigging by Mark Sig. And ito, lumalabas na yung mga bagong content about SeedIn na it feels like a scam. Then dito kay Charm De Leon, meron din The Pinoy Boomer. What else? The Retail Fund Manager Philippines. Then another video by Zigging by Mark Sig. And then ito kay Millennial Money Maya. 2 years investing in SeedIn, how much I earned. So if interested kayo, just watch their videos, search nyo lang sa YouTube. And ito, update ni Zigging by Mark Sig. SeedIn in deep trouble, shocking fraud update. Have you fallen victim to a scam? And ito yung pinakasikat na video. Galing kay Nicole Alba. Ito yung top result sa SeedIn, and I believe ito rin yung may pinakamaraming views na kinover yung SeedIn. This was back in 2020. So this was 4 years ago. If you check Reddit, marami ring mga nagtatanong and marami ding mga threads or posts about SeedIn. So ito, this was back in actually 2019 pa, May 21, 2019. So sabi niya, have you tried SeedIn PH? From what I read, it is a type of crowdfunding. What do you guys think? Legit or scam? So, na-establish naman natin na legitimate business yung SeedIn and maraming nakapag-invest dito and maraming kumita doon sa mga investments nila. And then this was back in 2020, November 15. Has anyone tried investing in SeedIn? As the title says, I was introduced into SeedIn by a friend, and I would like to ask the following questions to anyone who has experience investing in the said platform. How was the overall experience investing in SeedIn? Was the overall experience similar to their disclosure in the FAQs? Is the withdrawal process easy or difficult? Would you recommend the platform to others? So, maraming positive na sinasabi yung mga tao about SeedIn. So, overall experience was good. So, passable, I think so, easy, and yes. So, kasi I can't speak sa experience kasi nga hindi ako nakapag-invest sa SeedIn. That's why chine-check ko yung experience ng ibang tao about this platform, about this investing opportunity. And then, isa dito, tinatanong niya, is SeedIn better than stocks? Ako personally, I would say no. Kasi I think mahirap mag-substitute ng isang asset class in comparison to stocks. Kasi ako mainly I invest in stocks. And kahit na ETFs mainly binibili ko sa US market, yung mga ETFs na yun, ang tinatrack nila are equities pa rin, mga stocks pa din. So even though index fund yung binibili ko, lahat ng mga under sa index fund na yun, yung pool ng investments na yun, lahat stocks pa din. So again, for me, personal opinion, it's kind of hard to find a better investment than, stocks. Sabihin natin better returns, marami, yes. Good example is crypto, but yung risk is mas pataas din. So that's why yung sweet spot para sa mga investment assets para sa akin are stocks. And then ito na. December 29, 2023. Ito yung isang post ng SeedIn sa kanilang Facebook page. Sabi nila, SeedIn Technology Incorporated Statement on Edison Chai's Fraudulent Act. So, SeedIn Technology Incorporated, a fintech company duly licensed by the SEC to act as crowdfunding intermediary and to operate a crowdfunding portal providing the country's small, medium, and emerging enterprises (SME) with more funding options, recently discovered a possible and apparent fraudulent act committed by its former president, Mr. Edison Chai, which adversely affects or is likely to adversely affect its ability to meet its obligations or to carry out its functions under SEC Memorandum Circular Number 14, Series of 2019. SeedIn informed the SEC that it is investigating this matter and will provide more details in due time. To prevent further anomalous transactions of Mr. Chai, SeedIn immediately replaced Mr. Chai as president of the company with Mr. Neil Raimundo, a well-respected individual in the business community, temporarily stopped the withdrawals or payouts to investors and borrowers in its online electronic platform, and reported the fraudulent act of its former president to the SEC. SeedIn is conducting a forensic audit to determine the extent of the fraud committed by Mr. Chai, and is preparing to prosecute the erring former president of the company. SeedIn is coordinating with the SEC's Markets and Securities Regulation Department on curative measures to protect the company and the public. Rest assured that SeedIn is doing everything necessary to uncover the fraud committed by Mr. Chai and to recover any amount which may have been misused by Mr. Chai. So, ito na. Apparently, may kalokohang ginawa si Edison Chai, yung kanilang president, and possible na mishandle or na misuse yung funds na ini-invest ng public sa mga projects na nakalist sa SeedIn. Kasi ganito yung nangyari, di ba? Crowdfunding sila, yung SeedIn. So, yung mga projects or may mga businesses na nag-a-apply sa SeedIn for funding. So, kailangan nila ng investors. And then, yung mga investors na yun, sila yung mga users or kumbaga sabihin natin, investors sa SeedIn. Sila yung gumagamit ng SeedIn as a platform. So, yung mga investors na yun, binibigyan nila yung pera nila sa SeedIn. And then yung SeedIn will use those funds para ipahiram dun sa mga small, medium, micro businesses na registered with SeedIn. So, ganun siya nangyayari. So, kumbaga intermediary yung SeedIn. So, probably kumuha sila ng cut dun sa funds na nare-raise nila. And then, in turn, nagbabayad ng interest yung mga businesses na registered sa kanila para maibigay dun sa mga investors sa SeedIn. So, ganun nag-work yung kumaga business model ng mga crowdfunding companies or intermediaries. And then, another post dito sa SeedIn Facebook page. So, bulletin on payouts of funds invested through SeedIn. Further to the statement earlier posted announcing the temporary suspension of payouts due to an ongoing audit being conducted internally by the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC on reported irregular fund placement transactions handled by SeedIn's former president Edison Chai. As of December 12, 2023, SeedIn will resume the processing of the following effective January 5, 2023. So, I believe this was a typo. So, I think lahat naman sa atin nangyayari to. Pagka malapit mag-end yung taon, and then mag-type ka or mag-input ka ng date for next year. Usually nangyayari to. So, I believe this was January 5, 2024. Number 1, withdrawal by investors of funds freshly topped up in SeedIn's platform on December 15, 2023 onwards. Number 2, deposit of issuers' checks representing loan amortization payments and withdrawal by investors of payouts for projects determined to be not associated with any irregularities. And number 3, reposting of issuers' projects from December 15, 2023 onwards on SeedIn's platform, subject to the SEC's crowdfunding rules. The above-mentioned payouts will not affect the ongoing audits of SeedIn and SEC. Rest assured that SeedIn is doing its utmost to protect its stakeholders and the public. Further bulletins will be issued as the audit progresses. And by January 2, 2024, may mga lumalabas ng articles about SeedIn. So ito galing sa Philstar. Sabi ni Iris Gonzalez, crowdfunding SME seeks SEC help in possible fraud. So almost same thing lang naman yung content itong article dun sa bulletin na pinost ng SeedIn sa kanilang Facebook page. Pero ito, as of December 2022, SeedIn's platform has seen a total of 1.42 billion pesos in fundraised for 296 projects. So that is a lot of money. So by this time, 5 years old pa lang yung SeedIn. And ganito na karaming funds or pera yung na-raise sila for the projects or businesses na nag-register sa kanila. And itong 1.42 billion na to, pera to ng public. So hard-earned money ito ng public, ng mga users, ng mga investors na gumagamit ng SeedIn. So kung na-misuse yung mga funds, like majority, that's not a good look para sa ganitong type ng fintech business. Kasi, yes, kumita yung iba, yung mga, for example, nauna, nung hindi pa na-uncover itong problema na to, na nami-misuse or nami-mishandle yung funds ng company. But, this will leave a bad taste sa mga, lalo sa mga newbie investors. Kasi isipin nila, legitimate, registered sa SEC, like they are actually licensed to get investors and mag-market dito sa Philippines, sa public, and kunin yung pera nila and, i-invest it sa mga projects na to, sa mga businesses na to. Then eventually, masastock lang yung pera na doon and they're in limbo. Hindi nila alam kung kailan mo i-withdraw or kung ma-recover pa ba yung funds na yun, di ba? So that's not good. Then again, as I've said, almost same lang naman yung content nitong article since same lang naman yung source natin. And this was back in January 3, 2024. So galing naman to sa Fintech Philippines. SEC investigates SeedIn fraud allegations with special audit. So medyo weird lang actually. When I searched si Edison Chai, wala masyadong results, no? So I'm not sure if like he's connected or whatever, but sa Reddit, yes, of course, binabash siya. But yung mga news like platforms, hindi siya masyado na-cover or probably hindi lang siya masyado sikat. That's why ganun. Ganito yung coverage dito sa SeedIn and sa kanya. But yeah, it's a bit weird in my opinion. Kasi nung una kong nakita itong SeedIn and I tried to like investigate further kung ano bang update and kung anong nangyari. So wala masyado. Parang tikom yung bibig ng mga news outlets, ng mga nag-endorse ito sa SeedIn previously, mga nag-cover sa SeedIn previously. So I don't know. Maybe speculation lang yun, but probably it's dubious speculation. But yeah, it's still kind of weird. So again, same thing lang. And then ito, sa PH Invest tayo sa Reddit. March 14, 2024 na ito. Is there an update on SeedIn PH? Just want to ask, what's the current status of SeedIn? I haven't seen any news recently about what happened to the SEC investigation about its irregularities. Medyo worried now since I have put some investments there. So, as I've said, diba? Wala masyadong update. Kasi December sila nag-post ng dalawang like bulletin, then napunta siya sa news cycle noong January. And then yung naging next update was like April. Makita natin sa next na mga slides dito sa kanilang Facebook page. So yun, again medyo weird na hindi siya masyado na-cover given na ang laki nung perang involved and we're not sure kung gaano kalaki yung na-misuse dun sa mga funds na ininvest ng investors dito sa SeedIn. So last transaction that I saw in my account was December 2023. Usually I have dividends, investor return principal, tax etc. sa history, pero March na wala pa rin. Can anyone enlighten? Is it possible to withdraw or pull out from all my investments there? If so, how? And also I checked earlier, hindi na ma-access yung kanilang website. So walang option yung mga investors to withdraw their money or to pull out early. Kasi I believe merong lock-up period or like lock-in period sa investments. Kasi nga may maturity, di ba? Yung investment, sabihin natin 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. I think those were the options before. So, kung di ma-access yung website, then again, there's no way to pull out your funds from SeedIn. So, sabi nito, na-halt na yung transactions and I've withdrawn a certain amount and then receive. So, sumali ka sa FB chat group sa SeedIn investors para makakuha ng updates. I invested here as well. Has anyone thought of airing our concerns on public platforms such as Tulfo? I'm not sure if this gonna help really. Especially if, like, for example, well-connected na itong si Edison Chai and I'm not sure if nandito pa siya sa Philippines, probably wala na. Kasi wala namang like formal case, I believe, na na-file against him. So, there's that. So ito, April 23, 2024, announcement to all SeedIn PH members. SeedIn has caused the conduct of a forensic audit of its operations and finances. Based on the initial result of the forensic audit, SeedIn has filed 2 criminal complaints for qualified theft against its former president and those who cooperated with him. So ito, nagkakaroon na ng light, no? Yung mga speculations natin and mga tanong natin earlier. Furthermore, SeedIn has successfully obtained from the court a preventive hold departure order which would prevent the former president from leaving the country pending his prosecution. So, hindi siya makakaalis sa Philippines kasi, flight risk siya. As of this writing, SeedIn's forensic audit is continuing to determine the full extent of the fraud and further its recovery efforts. Concomitant with criminal prosecution, SeedIn is actively negotiating amicable settlement with the respondents, restructuring SeedIn's operations to secure the approval of the SEC, and resuming its operations and searching for private equity investors and strategic buyers for fresh capital infusion, all for the purpose of expediting the return of our investors' funds and or providing new and safe investment opportunities for issuers and other small and medium enterprises. So I'm not sure if merong maging interested to invest further sa SeedIn. Kasi yung capital na yun, kung mag-raise sila ng capital, it will be used to make the previous and existing users or investors whole. So, kumbaga yung mangyayari is mangutang sila. Well, hindi naman siya actually utang sa magiging investment, but essentially ganun yun, to meet a liability. Kasi nga, marami users nila, gusto lang mag-pull out, diba? They don't really care about the interest, yung potential na kinita dapat nila dun sa kanilang pera. So, ako personally, kung ako yung mga investors sa SeedIn, I just want to pull out my money and forget about SeedIn entirely. But yeah, hopefully magkaroon ng ganong scenario. But I doubt na mangyayari. But of course, may mga gustong sumalo na mga, mayayaman or mga institutions na maraming capital. Kasi possible pa naman na makarecover sila. Kasi okay naman talaga yung ginagawa nila. Legitimate yung business nila. Yun nga lang, ang naging problema, yung leader nila was, loko-loko. So, ganito yung nangyari. And then, they added, rest assured, SeedIn's new management and board of directors are doing everything necessary to protect the interests of its investors, issuers, other stakeholders, and the general public. And then another update, noong May 27, 2024, announcement to all SeedIn PH members. SeedIn Technology Incorporated has been doing its best to satisfy the conditions laid out by the SEC for its full resumption of operations and has been actively negotiating with strategic buyers to sell the entire company with the end in view of enabling a scheduled release of investor funds and of providing investors with the option to invest again in better crowdfunding projects. Rest assured that SeedIn is doing its utmost to protect its investors, issuers, other stakeholders, and the general public. So, ilang buwan na yung nakalipas dito, wala pa rin, concrete na update. Kasi again, yung mga investors na nag-invest sa SeedIn, gusto lang nilang ma-recover yung kanilang capital, yung kanilang pera. And ito yung pinakamahirap palagi, parang nasa purgatory, parang you're in limbo. Yung pera mo is in limbo, hindi mo alam kung kailan mo makukuha yun. So, that is a bad feeling and a bad situation to be in. And then balik tayo sa Reddit. So this was 6 months ago. June 26, 2024. Fellow SeedIn investors, what's your plan? Just found out the announcement last December that funds are frozen due to alleged fraud by the former president. Up to now, there's still no progress, at least visible to us investors. So, puro, kumbaga, yung update or yung progress, lahat, nasa background lang. So, wala masyadong nabibigay na information sa mga investors, sa mga users ng SeedIn, which is very unfortunate. Do I cut my losses or could we still do something about it? Then, can't find a way to sign in anymore. Good thing I withdrew everything 2 years ago just because I hated their dashboard. So, good for code no code. Apparently, yun nga. Na-mention din naman SeedIn na they plan to take legal action dun sa kanilang former president. So that's good. Although, tingnan natin kung meron pang additional update. Announcement to all SeedIn members. SeedIn is currently in advanced talks with a freestanding and unrelated strategic buyer which has proposed to take over SeedIn's crowdfunding operations, including the assumption of SeedIn's liabilities through an investor payment plan that has been submitted to the SEC for consideration and approval. So this was back in July 12, 2024. The sellout deal is being firmed up with the end in view of starting robust and better risk managed crowdfunding platform for the benefit of investors, again paulit-ulit lang, issuers and other stakeholders. SeedIn will keep you posted on any and all developments as they arise in its Facebook page. So next update, ito. Actually merong article galing sa Fintech Philippines ulit na SEC is still optimistic on crowdfunding platforms despite industry setbacks. So, sinasabi nila na they're not closing yung doors na gamitin yung digital platforms as, crowdfunding or source ng crowdfunding. Unfortunately, yung dalawa, kasi 3 lang yung licensed crowdfunding intermediaries sa Philippines. SeedIn, Investry, and Eastern Securities Development Corporation. So yung SeedIn may problema na sila currently and until now, December na, hindi pa rin siya na-resolve. And then yung Investry naman, they will cease their operations by next year, 2025. To be exact, September 30, 2025. So yung PhilInvest Development Corporation, yung may subsidiary dito sa isa pang crowdfunding intermediary na Investry. And again, they agreed nga to wind down yung Investry Philippines by next year. So it's not really a good look para dito sa industry na to. I'm not sure about like their margins or kung maganda ba talaga yung kinikita nitong mga businesses na to, but probably hindi kasi ba't naman sila mag-wind down kung tiba-tiba sila, diba, sa gains. And ito nga, nagkaroon ng bad image yung mga companies na to kasi damay-damay na yan kahit na SeedIn lang and isang tao lang apparently yung nagloko, yung nagka-problema. It's not a good look on them kasi peers din nila to kahit na they're competitors. Pagka nakita nila, uy, crowdfunding ulit, maalala lagi ng tao, uy, SeedIn, it's probably, a bad idea to invest dito sa mga ganitong companies, sa ganitong mga businesses. And ito na yung last update ng SeedIn sa kanilang Facebook page. Sabi nila, we regret to inform you that SeedIn Technology Incorporated is not accepting and processing investment at this time in compliance with the SEC. Thus, please be reminded to refrain from transferring funds or topping up to your SeedIn account to avoid inconvenience. So, hindi mo naman ito magagawa kasi hindi na ma-access yung kanilang website. Or probably, I think pwede kasi mag-bank transfer before. So, siguro yung iba, tinatry pa rin nila or naka-schedule yung kanilang transfers sa account nila sa SeedIn. So, probably that's why nag-post ng ganito yung SeedIn. And again, why would you, invest further sa ganitong company kung may history na sila, ng mishandled or mismanaged na funds. So again, it's a bad luck for them. And syempre, damay-damay yung kanilang mga peers, yung kanilang mga competitors. So hindi na may engganyo yung public, yung mga investors to put their money in sa ganitong klaseng type ng investment asset. And ito, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na wala masyadong result about Edison Chai. So yung mga articles, like matagal na, 2023 pa, 2019. And then ito, pinapakita lang dito na in-audit nga yung SeedIn ng SEC. And ito 2023 pa. So okay pa sila dito. So parang na-feature pa itong si Edison Chai sa mga news outlets ito. And what else? Yeah, actually wala na. Sa Inquirer lang din yung January 1. Venture capital firm SeedIn suspends payouts. And ito kanina yung pinakita ko sa inyo. Philstar and sa Fintech News Philippines. And again, sa YouTube wala rin masyado nag-cover yung mga dating nag-feature sa kanila. Isang creator na nakita ko na nagkaroon ng or nag-post ng follow-up video about SeedIn. And yeah, wala masyadong coverage about this even though malaking pera yung involved. So 1.42 billion pesos is a lot. And syempre nag-increase pa yun kasi 2022 pa yung numbers na yun. So probably it's close to 2 billion maybe. But yeah, hopefully ma-resolve yung issue and matuloy yung potential like buyout ng new investors sa SeedIn para mabalik yung pera ng mga naunang nag-invest dito sa business na to. And lastly, personal opinion lang, just stick to stocks. It's like the easiest way to invest and grow your money. So yes, may mga ganitong alternatives pero kumbaga parang diversification option lang to. And dapat i-limit mo yung capital mo sa mga ganitong mga bagong investment opportunities. Kasi kung for example mag-all-in ka, then sabihin natin naglagay ka dito mga $500,000, diba? Tapos hindi mo makuha ngayon. I mean, nasasayang yung oras, nasasayang yung gains, potential gains na makukuha mo sa stocks. Which is, you know, you just have to buy and hold. Ganun lang siya ka-boring actually. Kung makita nyo yung channel ko, bira ko na rin i-cover yung stocks. Kasi nga, it's just simple. You get paid, and then mag-transfer ka ng funds sa broker account mo. You buy the ETFs, and then you just forget about it. That's it. And then just wait for like 20, 30, 40 years. You're a millionaire. So, para sa iba, hindi acceptable yun. Masyado siyang mabagal. But you're essentially unbeatable kapag ka 20 years or more ka nang invested sa S&P 500, sa US stocks. So, you don't have to complicate that. Hindi mo kailangang pahirapan yung sarili mo. That's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Sana may natutunan kayo. Thank you for watching and listening. I will see you on the next episode. Always remember, be Peso smart.